Alien Extra Intense from the House of Mugler. This is the newest flanker from Alien, the Alien collection, which is a classic at this point. It's one of the greatest women's designer perfumes ever released, in my personal opinion. So this is called Alien Extra Intense. And just by the name, I guess most of us would assume that this flanker would be more intense than the original Alien. So I did own the original vintage formula of Alien. That scent was so intense and beast mode. I had a very hard time wearing it. It was so potent. It was just the most long-lasting beast mode powerhouse scent. And it was beautiful. Even though it was for me a little bit difficult to wear because of how strong it was. You can spray it on different parts of your body, and you can just do like a little bit, like even a half a spray, just to make it work. But I love Alien, the original vintage version. And I just have a cute little 15 ml travel size of it here. And it is also super duper beast mode as well. I have to be careful when I wear this scent, but it's just fantastic. It's a classic. It's popular, worth the hype. Yes. And I think it's, as I said earlier, one of the best scents out there for women's designer scents. So now there's this Alien Extra Intense version. The bottle looks like this. It's very similar to the design of the original, but it has a nice black opaque color there on the top, and then it goes down into purple. In person, it is absolutely stunning. I think it's just eye-catching. I was so stunned with how beautiful this bottle was, and I like the older design as well, but this bottle design with the color gradient is just absolutely stunning. So notes listed for Alien Extra Intense. In the top, petitgrain. Middle notes are tuberose and jasmine. Base notes are vanilla, cashmerean, and amberwood. Dominique Ropion is the nose of this scent. And the accords, main accords, white floral, tuberose, vanilla, woody, powdery, green, musky, and citrus. So what do I get from Alien Extra Intense? Well, I have been testing this for the past little while, both on skin and on clothing. Okay. So, as I said earlier, most people would probably say that, or assume that this is more intense than the original. And in my opinion, it's a strong scent, but it is not as strong or more intense or extra intense, in my opinion, at least on my skin. So I'm not surprised, though. That does happen a lot when it comes to like Le Parfum versions or parfum versions, or, seemingly stronger versions of scents. Usually they're actually not more strong, in my personal opinion, in my experience, and elixir versions as well. So it's still a very strong scent, though. It did last for a long time on skin, at least 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours. The opening for me is a heavy, musky scent. I do smell the florals in here right away, the tuberose and jasmine, but at first sniff on skin, it's mostly about a heavy musk. There's also a heavy woodiness. The vibe here is dark, woodsy, earthy, animalic. It feels very thick in texture, and it also, in my opinion, has a masculine kind of vibe to it. I do smell some of the original familiar Alien as well right away, but it's in the background. In the opening, it's mostly this dark, woodsy, thick, earthy, musky kind of scent. with a hint of the original Alien. So as this one dries down, I do find that that heaviness starts to fade away, and what peeks through is a familiar scent. I do smell a scent resembling the original Alien. It doesn't come off as thick or rich or deep or mysterious, but that original Alien DNA is there, and it starts to come forward as it dries down. And the more it dries down, the more I smell the familiar Alien scent. With this scent in the dry down, it's also a lot sweeter than the original. So if you can picture the original Alien, strip all of that heavy darkness, that bold, intense feeling from the original, and then you have that scent of Alien there, and then add a lot of sweet florals and sweet vanilla. So I get a sweet tuberose, a creamy tuberose, a sweet creamy jasmine note, and also a sweet vanilla note in here, almost to the point of being bubblegummy. Whereas when it comes to tuberose scents, a lot of times they do come off as bubblegummy, and I do get that in the dry down of Alien Extra Intense. And along with that, I also smell a green note in there as well, which does add more earthiness to it as well. So yeah, it's a familiar scent in the dry down. In the opening, more heavy, masculine, woody, dark, and then it lightens up as it dries down into the familiar Alien-ish kind of thing, plus a lot of extra sweetness. So do I like this scent? I'll say yes, I do like the scent. But if I were to choose between the original Alien and the Extra Intense, it's for me a very easy decision. I would stick with the original Alien. The original one has this very intriguing, interesting feeling about it. It's very mysterious. There's just something extra special about the original Alien that I really love, and I have loved for such a long time. So I think it's a very nice scent. It is familiar. The dry down is interesting, where the transition is from super dark into something more light and fun and flirty as it dries down, and familiar. But even with that said, I still prefer the original Alien. So I don't think I will buy this version, because I would probably reach for this more than the Extra Intense, but I do like it. I do like it a lot. Yeah, it's really good. When I was testing this, I was with a friend and I asked for their opinion. They did not like this version of Alien at all. I asked them what it smelled like, and they said it smelled like potpourri and super musky and a dirty smell. So I guess that's just the opening, but they didn't like it at all. So, but for me, I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's probably my favorite release so far in January, even though we're just in the beginning of the year, but it is a special scent for sure. Definitely worth a try, especially if you're already a fan of the Alien DNA. And yeah, that was my review of Alien Extra Intense from the House of Mugler. I think it's great, but still, I like the original one. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. If you have tried this scent already, I would love to hear your opinion about it down in the comments. Also, which is your favorite flanker of Alien? I would love to hear about that as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.